services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, "Go Mangum Tigers."
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma. Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a 4-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Great tasting hamburgers and Rex Chicken are the mainstays at Melvin's Drive-In in Mangum, but their menu includes so much more. And they're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 till 2, and Tuesday nights 5 to 8. And now they cater too. Enjoy Melvin's soon. Call 782-3711. New owners Steve and Susan Kyle.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Well, hi again, everyone. Welcome to softball here on Classic Hits 97.7 as we get ready for a pair of good ones here this afternoon. Mangum Lady Tigers getting ready to take on the Shattuck Lady Indians, and it'll be Mangum doing battle with Stratford in the final game of the two-day festival here, and then the Carnies are off to vacation, so that's why they're playing here early this afternoon. Now I'm just giving them a hard time, but boy, what a great day for softball. Mangum winning a pair of games yesterday in run rule fashion. Shattuck victorious a couple of times as well. So both teams ready to square off. And Troy Bullard, who we have known a long time, Katie has known Troy a long time as well. He was already just poor-mouthing everything. He says, take it easy on me, Barnes. It's just we're really struggling this year. I know we're ranked number 2 and undefeated, but don't let that, deceive you or anything. Yeah, right, Troy. Come on. I know better than that. I was part of those 6 state championships of the football field that you had back in the 90s, late 90s and the early 2000s. So this will be a fun one here this afternoon. Beautiful day for softball. As we get this one underway, Richard, for the second straight game, has lost the toss. That means Mangum will bat first here in inning number 1. And the Lady Tigers offensively, Nicole Rogers, Dusty Pence, and Haven Gilbert. Then Sarah Rogers, Sydney Webb, and Victoria Geralds. Kyra Hussey, Maddie Lively, and Kayla Reese. J.C. Nippert and Emma Geralds, 11 batters again in the lineup this afternoon for the Mangum Lady Tigers. And again, they come off that victory last night, winning 20-10 over Binger Oni in the ballgame, hitting 9 home runs in the contest, and the wind blowing almost straight out to center field. Another day where it is warm and the ball will carry quite well. So it'll be fun to watch that as the afternoon progresses. Also fun to look at the handwriting of Troy Bullard, and I'll have Katie try to help me determine what he has written down here as we check this Shattuck bunch defensively, and there'll be some folks probably around the Shattuck area listening into the broadcast so they can go to Facebook and let us know what we are not pronouncing correctly. Samantha Cummins is the pitcher here this afternoon. Chloe Gillespie is the catcher. Michaela Petrie is at first base, and the first pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0 now to Nicole Rogers. So we're underway. 1-0 pitch to Rogers. Cold strike, the count level now, 1-1 on Nicole. Kayla Jones is hit. Trey Scott is at third. Alvarado Gallardo is the shortstop. As the 1-1 pitch on the way to Rogers, taken for a strike, and it's 1-2 on Nicole. And then Caitlin Gillespie, Tammy Abbott, Jenna Bay, and Alana Alvarez from right to left of the outfield for the Lady Indians. 1-2 pitch. Nicole, little ground ball back through the middle, fielded by the second baseman. Her throw to first, not in time. Rogers will beat the throw as Jones had to let that ball come to her. And Nicole runs extremely well. Quick out of the box, an infield single. Leadoff runner aboard here for the Mangum Lady Tigers. There's Dusty Pence. Pence, a couple of home runs last night against Binger Oni. A solo shot in inning number 1, and then she hit the grand slam inning later. Dusty takes inside here for a ball in the count, 1-0 on Pence. 1-0 offering on the way. Dusty takes deep for ball 2, 2-0 on Pence. So Samantha Cummins went kind of in her face, and she'll have to adjust. Pence looks at one deep here for ball 3, 3-0. Lady and Sentinel played, and the scoreboard just started catching on fire. There were so many runs scored. Cold strike on Pence, 3-1. What was the final, 26-3? Yeah, that's what I thought. So Lady, big win over Sentinel in the first game of the day. Dusty takes ball 4, runners at first and second now. Nobody out for Haven Gilbert. So Gilbert comes to the plate, and Haven trimmed up quite a bit. Really is taking excellent care of herself and looks good. First pitch on the way to Haven. Outside for a ball, the count 1-0 on Gilbert. Sarah Rogers waiting in the on-deck circle. Just underway, no score. Thanks for joining us. There's a fly ball into left center field, and that one is gone, just like that. Haven Gilbert, good line drive, and really didn't think she'd hit it nearly high enough to get out of here, but we talk about the wind. It is blowing out, and we saw it right there. Gilbert hits the home run to give Mangum the early 3-0 lead, and the Lady Tigers picking up where they left off last night with a long ball. Wow. Again, Gilbert hits the ball hard, no doubt about it, but Tammy Abbott thought she had a play in left center field. I'll be honest with you, I thought she had a play in left center field. Troy Bullard going to go on and have a conversation with his club, and I really don't know what you say at this point. I mean, you can't do a whole lot about that. I mean, she just whacked the ball. Maybe the base on balls. He probably frustrated and the infield single to begin the ball game. So here's Sarah hitting with the bases empty, nobody out, and Rogers looks at ball one. And that's probably what it was for Troy. That should have been a solo home run, he's probably telling them, instead of a 3-run shot. 1-0 pitch, Rogers, line drive, center field, base hit, ball bobbled out there in center field. But Sarah will stay put at first, a single for Sydney Webb. Talk about 9 home runs last night. Webb had 3 of them. Sydney stepping in here, and again, the wind blowing straight away to center field. And we've already seen after the line shot from Gilbert, the ball carrying extremely well. Sydney looks deep here. Going to count 1-0 on Sid the Kid. Pair of bowl games this afternoon for Mangum. Stratford coming up after this one. Webb had a hack, popped it up out in front of home plate. And a good play there by the catcher, Chloe Gillespie, to make the catch for out number 1. Good job by Gillespie. Normally you would tell a catcher to get rid of that mask and find the ball, but Gillespie had it all the way, kept the mask on, and made the catch for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone now for Victoria Geralds. Geralds hit the ball hard a couple of times last night, takes a strike here, and it's 0-1 on Victoria. Geralds playing left field for Richard. There's a line shot right at the shortstop, and they'll drop the ball to flip to second base for the force. And there are 2 gone. So Geralds again hits it on the button. She hit a line drive last night at the shortstop that was fielded. Rogers is going to be forced at second base for the second out of the inning, 6-4. If you're scoring along at home, Geralds aboard with 2 gone. Kyra Hussey got into the home run parade last night. Looks at the ball, 1-0 on Kyra. Mangum on top, 3-0. Hussey looks at ball 2. 2-0 on Kyra. Lady Tigers started off slowly. They were beaten in game number 1 rather handedly by Navajo, but Navajo, not the Sisters of the Poor. They come out as the number 1 team in 3A in the first poll of the year. Ball 4. Hussey aboard. Kyra drew a couple of walks last night. Jill Travis Nippert watching the ball game. Thanks for dropping by and saying hi. Here on Classic Hits 97.7. Maddie Lively, who had a home run last night, will step in. Bats with 2 gone here in inning number 1. Maddie takes inside for a ball. The count 1-0 on Lively. Runner over at first base, 2 gone, or runners at first and second rather, 2 gone, and 2-0 on Maddie Lively. 2-0 pitch on the way to Lively, takes inside for ball 3, 3-0 on Lively. Kyra Hussey at first. Out at second base, Victoria Geralds. Mangum on top 3-0 on the strength of a 3-run home run from Haven Gilbert. 3-0 pitch on the way here to Lively. He had a cold strike. She was headed to first base, and Jack Augustine said, not so fast, my friend. Come on back. That's a cold strike. 3-1 now. 3-1 pitch on the way to Lively, and Maddie will take this one outside for ball 4. Bases now loaded for the Lady Tigers with 2 gone here in inning number 1. So to home plate comes Kayla Reese. Right fielder this afternoon for Richard Kearney. Going to get a courtesy runner. That's Keely Hussey. Keely at first, Kyra at second, and Gerald's over here at third. Pitch a little bit deep to Reese. Kayla ahead in the count, 1-0. 1-0 offering on the way to Reese. Cold strike, the count level now, 1-1 on Kayla. J.C. Nipper waiting in the on-deck circle. Love to hit here in inning number 1. Reese, high fly ball, left field. Going back, and making the catch near the fence and along the line is Caitlin Gillespie. Good job by Gillespie to make the play in deep left field for out number 3. But Mangum comes up with 3 runs in the frame. 3 runs on 2 hits. There were 4 walks and a home run off the bat of Haven Gilbert. We played a half inning. Mangum 3, Shattuck coming to bat here on Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
All right, here we go. Bottom half of inning number 1. Mangum on top 3-0. And the leadoff hunter, Taryn Jones, should be followed by Michaela Petrie and Samantha Cummins, in inning number 1. And the first pitch to Jones, taken for a ball, 1-0 on the second baseman. Get Mangum for you defensively here in a moment. 1-0 pitch. Line drive over the head of Rogers and into right center field. Base hit. Leadoff runner aboard for Shattuck here in inning number 1. Defensively, it's J.C. Nippert on the mound. Maddie Lively is the catcher. Over at first base, Haven Gilbert. Sarah Rogers, as we mentioned, at second. At third base, you'll find Emma Geralds. The shortstop is Dusty Pence. There's a high fly ball, right field. Going back is Reese, still going back, and wave that ball goodbye. Michaela Petrie knocking that one out of here in a hurry. Well, she's got a classic left-handed swing. And you get one up in her eyeballs like that, and she's going to say, ding dong, the pitch is dead. So a 2-run home run for Petrie, and that'll cut it to a 3-2 ball game. Samantha Cummins now will step in. The outfield, by the way, for Mangum, Victoria Geralds, Nicole Rogers, Kyra Hussey, and Kayla Reese from left to right. So a 3-2 ball game, just like that, inning number 1. And you figured with the wind blowing out, warm day, it would be a veritable slugfest, and not been disappointed so far. Samantha Cummins, the pitcher, takes a pitch for a ball, 1-0 on Cummins. She'll pop this one up on the infield. Calling for it is Rogers at second base, and Sarah sets up and makes the catch for out number 1. So one gone for Jenna Bay. I like the idea of Michaela Petrie. We saw her bat a couple of times yesterday in that ball game against Binger Oni, and she just bludgeons the softball. There's a ball to Bay. It's 1-0 on Jenna. But I like the idea that he bats her second. Give her more at bats in the ball game, especially the way she hits it. Line drive to Kyra Hussey in right center field, and Hussey will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 gone now for Caitlin Gillespie. Gillespie made that nice catch, running catch deep in the corner in left field to end the inning. Pitch deep to Gillespie, and the count 1-0 on Caitlin. 3-2 here in inning number 1. Mangum on top. Gillespie takes ball 2. 2-0 on Caitlin. Good to have you alongside. Classic Hits 97.7 and also on OKSports.tv. There's a cold strike, and it's 2-1 now on Gillespie. If you're checking us out, there's a little nubber off the bat, popped up into foul territory. Nippert trying to make the catch, he couldn't get it done, and so staying alive will be Caitlin Gillespie. And that ball in the middle of the triangle there, Nippert, Lively, and Haven Gilbert all giving chase. Nobody could really get there very quickly. Nippert closest and couldn't hold on to it. Ground ball underneath the glove of Pence and into center field. That'll be a base hit. So that dropped foul tip goes down as an error in the inning. Single for Gillespie. And we saw Troy Bullard not happy with his club in the top half of the inning with their defensive efforts. And, Richard will probably have a conversation about that. Pitch a little bit deep here to J.C. Scott, and the count 1-0 on the third baseman. 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball 2, 2-0. 3-2 ball game here in the first. Scott takes deep here for ball 3, 3-0. Tammy Abbott waits in the on-deck circle. Inning kept alive. Defensive miscue, and now a ball 4 going to be surrendered here. So that'll put runners at first and second with 2 gone. The 2-out walk. He just looked down there at Richard, and you know what he's thinking. And it's not, well, we can't repeat it on radio. Let me put it that way. There's a ball to Abbott. 0-1 on Tammy. And Richard, by the way, wouldn't say it either to the young ladies. He will think it, though. And those of us who have known Richard away from the kids, Katie, myself, we know what he's thinking and what he would like to say. There's a ball, 2-1. Oh, the old school days no longer available. And it's probably a good thing. 2-1 on Tammy Abbott. Abbott had an ocean, takes it deep for ball 3, 3-1. So 3-1 on Abbott here. And she's a pitch away from loading the bases. Instead, hits a line drive in the left field. That's a base hit. Ball gets away from Gerald's, and that will allow Gillespie to score from second base. Throw into third, gets away from Emma, but bounces off the screen. Taking second on the play will be Abbott. She's in scoring position with 2 gone. So again, the inning stays alive on a drop ball. And then a run scores when Mangum can't field the ball in left field. Richard going to go out and have a conversation. So 2 gone here in the first, and we're tied at 3. And Richard and company thought they were going to be out of the inning. Alfred Gallardo at the plate. Am I close on that, you think? See if you can read Troy's handwriting there. Strike to Gallardo, and the count now 1-1. Alondra. Pitch outside for ball 2, 2-1. Sure.
Hello.
2-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball right center field. Kyra's there to make the catch for the out. And the inning will come to an end, but not before Shattuck fights their way right back into the contest, and they tie it. The Lady Indians come up with 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors in the scorebook, and 2 runners left on board. And at the end of 1, we're tied at 3 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Top of the second inning, and J.C. Nippert going to lead it off, and J.C. will take a ball. Count 1-0 on Nippert. It'll be J.C. and then Emma Gerald's back to the top of the order, and Nicole Rogers here in inning number 2. Pitch on the way to Nippert. Cold strike, and the count level at 1-1. By the way, we mentioned no errors that showed in the scorebook in that bottom of the first inning. That's not true. There was an error that led to a couple of runs, in fact. Ground ball into left field, base hit. J.C. Nippert, good piece of hitting there. And she'll single to begin inning number 2 for Mangum. So Nippert aboard with nobody out. And here's Emma Gerald's. Freshman getting her feet wet on the softball field. Actually saw a little bit of playing time late in the basketball season as well. First pitch on the way to Emma. Inside for a ball, and the count 1-0. As we mentioned, top of the order. And Nicole Rogers waiting in the on-deck circle. Gerald's little looping foul ball, here on the near side. Great play over there by the third baseman. Diving at the feet of Richard Carney. As Trey Scott made the play for out number 1. Richard never moved. And that's what you're supposed to do. You don't want to get into a fielder's way, and so the best thing to do is just stay stationary. First pitch to Nicole Rogers. taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. Nicole singled, scored her first time around. 1 for 1 of the afternoon. Runner aboard with 1 gone here in the second. Mangum and Shattuck tying at 1 apiece. Pitch that strays inside to Nicole. The count now level at 1-1. One pitch on the way. And again, Nicole jumping at the ball, and it's 1-2. Kind of saw that on Emma a moment ago. Getting a little bit anxious, a little eager. The count now 1-2 on Nicole Rogers. Rogers, little looping fly ball into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Now it gets between the defenders and goes all the way to the wall. Nippert will wind up at third base. And safe at second will be Nicole Rogers. So Rogers, we'll give her credit for a single. The fielder should have been there to make the play. Puts runners at second and third, only 1 gone now for Dusty Pence. Pence walked and scored a home run ahead of the home run from Haven Gilbert. Illegal pitch here, and the count 1-0 on Dusty. Pence, as we mentioned, a couple of home runs last night against Bangor Oney, won a grand slam. Takes ball 2 here, 2-0 on Dusty. So again, you're looking at 6-7 kids in a row that can knock it out of the ballpark. Shattuck got to be careful. There's Pence going deep to left field. That one is fair and in the corner. Jogging home from third base is Nippert. Rogers will score from second, and Dusty is at second base with a double. So Pence, a couple of RBI on the play. Mangum back on top 5-3. And in scoring position, Dusty Pence. Here's Haven Gilbert. Gilbert, the 3-run home run, her first time around. Looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. And again, Haven hit the ball hard, but it didn't look like it had enough lift and separation on it. For those of you who remember those commercials from the 70s. Thank you, Jane Russell. Pitch inside here for a ball, 1-1. But she hit it hard enough that the wind caught it and got it over the fence. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Another line drive towards left center field, but this time it'll be caught by Tammy Abbott for out number 2. So Gilbert hit that one hard, but instead of having just a little bit of backspin on it, had a little top hand spin, and able to make the play Abbott for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone now for Sarah Rogers. Rogers singled her first time around and was forced out at second base on a fielder's choice. Sarah batting with 2 gone here in inning number 2, and a runner at second base looks inside for a ball, 1-0. You look at this lineup: Nicole Rogers, Dusty Pence, Haven Gilbert, Sarah Rogers, Sydney Webb, Victoria Gerald, Kyra Hussey, all can hit the ball out of the park. Cold strike here. That'll level the count now at 1-1 on Sarah. Pence out at second, runs well. 1-1 pitch. Rogers right back through the middle and stabbed on a great play by Samantha Cummins for out number 3. But Mangum will retake the lead in the frame. And the Lady Tigers come up with 2 runs on 3 hits. There are no errors and a runner left on board. We played an inning and a half. Mangum 5, Shattuck 3. Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offers government-sponsored apartments for persons 62 and older and people with Social Security. They have 1-bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 782-2452 for more information. 782-2452. The Mangum Golden Age Apartments. Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are a couple of examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this GMC Sierra HD 4x4 Crew Cab SLE package 6-point gas V8 priced at $26,500. Or this 2016 Chrysler Town & Country Touring Edition fully loaded including leather, just $15,900. Now's the time to visit Jamie Turner at 129 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. He's serving your automobile experience.
Mangum back on top 5-3 as we go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And the Lady Indians will lead things off with Alana Alvarez. Alana looks at a pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1. Chloe Gillespie waiting in the on-deck circle, then back to the top of the order. Ground ball underneath the glove of Nippert. Rogers over their field, sets, throws, and in time she will get the base runner by a step. Good job there by Rogers. It looked like maybe JC was going to be able to field that ball, but it got underneath her glove, and Sarah very quickly getting Alvarez on the play for round number 1. Here's the left-handed hitting Chloe Gillespie. Gillespie takes a strike, 0-1. So Nippert doing a good job of starting off with strikes. That's something that will make Richard happy, no doubt. 0-1 pitch on the way here. That one's going to travel deep, and the count level at 1-1. A little bit high as well. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Fly ball, right field. Reese going back, still going back, and she'll wave goodbye to the softball. So just that little bit of difference, flattening the pitch out. Gillespie turning on it, and hits the home run. Makes it a 5-4 ball game. Her teammates excited, showering her with all sorts of praise there. So now it's a 5-4 ball game here in inning number 2. And again, we fully expected this one to be this way. Again, that wind blowing out hard to center field, and ball carrying extremely well. It has the last couple of days. Pitch to Jones, taken for a ball, 1-0. She singled and scored her first time around. Takes a pitch deep here for ball 2. 2-0 now on the second baseman from Shattuck. Called strike. The count now 2-1. Tia Jones takes strike 2. 2-2 now on Jones. Good job by Nippert to come back and throw a couple of good pitches there. See what you can do with the 2-2 pitch now to Jones. Fly ball, center field. Rogers going back, still going back, and this one is gone. Home run, straightaway center field. So not only does that one get out of here, it gets up and out of here. The fence out in center field, an extra 3 or 4 feet taller than around the rest of the field, and that ball just simply continued to carry. Christopher Cross once sang the song Ride Like the Wind, and that was certainly the case right there. So we're even at 5, and here's Michaela Petrie, who blasted a home run her first time around. 2-run shot. Looks at the ball here, 1-0. This is kind of like a beer league softball game. Off the end of the bat, but whacked right through the middle and underneath the glove of Nippert. Now it gets away from the outfielders, and hustling into second base will be Petrie. Good job, the left-hander off as soon as she struck the ball, and when it was bobbled out in center field, took second base. Still just 1 out in the inning. And a 5-5 ball game. Samantha Cummins now will step in. Cummins popped to second her first time around. She's 0 for 1. Looks at a strike here. And it's 0-1 on Samantha. Chance to help herself. As Petrie out of second base. Good looking athlete. A little bit deep for a ball, and the count level at 1-1. And JC needs an out big time here. 1-1 pitch, called strike, and it's 1-2. As I said, this is the first of 2. Mangum will play next against Stratford. There's a line drive into left field. That's going to get all the way to the fence. Scoring from second base will be Petrie. Headed towards second base with a stand-up double will be Cummins. And Shattuck is on top, 6-5. Cummins hit that one hard, and just nothing you can do if you're Mangum except get it into the infield quickly. So for the first time this afternoon, Lady Indians on top, 6-5 ball game. Jenna Bay had a notion. Laid off the pitch, took it for a strike, and it's 0-1. She flying out to Hussey her first time around. Hits this one in the air to left field. And again, that's going to get to the fence. And scoring from second base will be Cummins. And replacing her at second base will be Jenna Bay. So back-to-back doubles here. And it's a 7-5 ball game now. And I was joking about it being a beer league softball game. And Bullard and Carney, coaches for the 2 teams, they know all about that. And I've played against them, and that's how these scores would be. 2 innings of play, 7-5, and this one doesn't show any signs of letting up. Caitlin Gillespie, who singled and scored her first time around, takes a pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. Now looks at one outside for ball 2, 2-0. And again, with the wind blowing out the way it is, I mean, you got to go out there and get as many as you can and hope that you can contain the other club. Fly ball center field. Kyra going back, still going back over her head, off the wall. She'll get it back in quickly. Bullard will hold the runner at third. Sliding into second base will be Gillespie. Runners at second and third. Still just one out. And the outfield has struggled early in the year. And now it's just one that Kyra ran out of real estate. She kept going back, and kind of ran out of room. And you knew the fence was there, and you're kind of thinking about it. And yes, you got glove on the ball, but there's a lot of stuff going on while you're out there. And the other part of it is, and I challenge you, any of you, to run at full speed and try to catch something. It looks easy. It is not. Try to slow the body down and make the play while you're at full speed. I'll say hi to Kristen Kirby-Keck watching the ball game. So the leadoff batter retired to begin the inning, and then Shattuck has put on their Casey and the Sunshine Band hitting shoes. J.C. Scott looks at a pitch inside for a ball. Scott walked her first time around. Ground ball to short. Dusty will make the play. The runner from third will score, and it's an 8-5 ball game. Bay was off with contact, so a fielder's choice for Scott. And she is retired 6-4, but gets an RBI on the play, and that'll make it 8-5. Fly ball, left center field. Should be an easy play. It is for out number 3. The inning will come to an end following the conversation Richard had with his club. But Shattuck scored 5 times in the inning to take the lead. They're on top as we go to the third on Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
333 Dental Care is an up-to-date dental practice operated by Dr. Dustin Lively and his team in Mangum, professionals who specialize in patient comfort. If you're apprehensive, feel fear or anxiety about dental procedures, know that Dr. Lively offers sedation dentistry, which involves using a sedative medication to help you feel more relaxed and calm during your visit. Call 333 Dental Care at 580-782-2552.
Top of the third, it'll be Sydney Webb to lead off for Mangum in their half of the third. Sydney, her first time around, popped out 0-for-1. Takes a strike here on the inner half, and it's 0-1 on Sid the Kid. 0-1 pitch. Webb takes outside for a ball. 1-1 on Sydney. Kind of got a little anxious her first time around and popped out to the catcher. It's a line shot, and again, the shortstop, Gallardo, has been there for a couple of fine sparkling plays and made one right there for out number 1. So Mangum hitting the ball on the button right now, but they're atom balls and one gone. Here's Victoria Gerald's. Gerald's got on board her first time around. Takes a strike, and it's 0-1 on Victoria. By the way, even though it's sunny and 66 here in beautiful downtown Mangum, or we're at the airport more likely, Katie is hugging that space heater once again this afternoon. Illegal pitch. Gerald's took a hack at it anyhow. It's 0-2 on Victoria. Richard is really unhappy about Victoria hacking at that one. The umpire signaled illegal pitch, and she took a cut anyhow, and boy, had a notion there and dared not to. 1-2 now on Victoria. After the coaching up experience she had a moment ago on the previous pitch, she thought better of taking a swing at that one. 1-2 now on Gerald's. Victoria line shot into left field. That'll get to the fence. Victoria going to be at second base with a stand-up double. So that's how you answer the coach. You know, you take your lumps, and then you hammer one into the gap in left center field, and you have that moment of satisfaction. You can't say anything, but you can say, okay, well, Coach, you know what? You can make me run a pole for that one, but I did get a double during the sequence. Here's Kyra Hussey. Pitch inside to Hussey. 1-0. I sound like somebody who experienced that many times in my high school baseball career, and you would be correct on that assumption. 1-0 pitch now to Hussey. Kyra takes inside for ball 2-0. Same thing playing football. I'd do something dumb, coach would let me know about it, and then, you figure out a way to get back and stick out your tongue, but you got a mouthpiece in so he doesn't know you're doing it. Kyra takes a strike here, and 2-1 now on Kyra. Runner at second base, one gone here in the third. Shattuck on top, 8-5. Hussey, ground ball underneath the glove of the shortstop into left field. The whole Gerald's at third base. Runners at the corners. Kyra hit that one hard. So Victoria is over at third. Kyra is at first, and here's Maddie Lively. Lively walked her first time around. Again, Maddie, one of those that can get the ball out of the park in a hurry. She showed that last night. And the ball carrying extremely well here this afternoon. Cold strike to Lively. 0-1 on Maddie. Runners at first and third for Mangum here in the third inning. Pitch on the way to Lively. It's illegal. And the count is 1-1. When the umpire sticks that right arm out and says illegal, you better just be leaving the ball alone.
Mama, where'd you get that?
Pitch a little bit deep for a ball. 2-1. And Maddie Carney with the great answer of the day. 2-1 pitch on the way. Inside for a ball. She's eating a cheeseburger. Her mother says, "Where did you get that?" "Well, Sonic, Mom. Where do you think? Come on." You think I just went home and whipped that one up in the microwave? 3-1 count now on Lively. Maddie takes ball 4, and the bases are loaded here in inning number 3 for Mangum. Kyra Hussey will go to second. Gerald's over at third. And Lively will have a courtesy runner. That's Keely Hussey. So here's Kayla Reese. Reese hit the ball hard her first time around, deep into the corner in left field, and a nice play made by Gillespie to end the inning. Reese takes a ball here, 1-0. I think Richard having a conversation with his kids, telling them to be patient. That wind is really making it difficult on the pitchers. There's a little looping fly ball into left center field. It is caught for out number 2. And Victoria Gerald's was about halfway down the line. Had to go back and tag up. By then it was too late. And Richard, again, a little coaching up going on right now. So 2 gone for J.C. Nippert. Nippert singled and scored her first time around. Got a chance to help herself here. Down by 3, 8-5. Bases loaded in the third. Nippert takes inside for a ball, 1-0. And again, if you're Mangum, you try to force the pitcher to flatten out just a little bit. Nippert takes deep for ball 2, 2-0. And wind a little bit tough this afternoon, blowing right in the face of the pitcher. 2-0 pitch. Called strike 2-1 now on Nippert. If you're a baseball pitcher, you love the wind blowing in your face because it makes everything dance. Softball, you slow pitch especially, you really don't want the ball to be floating and dancing out of the zone like that one did for ball 3. 3-1 now on Nippert. 3-1 offering on the way to JC, and cold strike 3-2 now on Nippert. So Nippert got to be hacking right now. 3-2 pitch on the way, and JC fouls out. Ooh. And Richard just about ready to have his head come off his shoulders right now. Mangum comes up empty in their half of inning number 3. No runs, a hit, couple of walks, and the bases left loaded. At the end of 2.5, 8-5. Shattuck on top. Classic Hits 97.7.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
The date for the big fall special sale at the Hobart Stockyards is set for Saturday, November 17th. You need to wheat pasture calves, or you want to sell some, call Rex. We're going to have lots of great consignments. Want to consign or ask questions? Rex's number, 580-331-8547, 331-8547. Again, that big sale, special sale, Saturday, November 17th. We'll serve lunch, so write that date down. Saturday, November 17th, Hobart Stockyards, where, like Rex always says, we want your business, and we sure appreciate your business.
Line drive into center field for Alvarez to lead off inning number 3. She's aboard with nobody out. By the way, Chad Fox, that's one that you'll want to change there. Rex, from November to March. All right, that's made a December romance, I think is what they call that. But anyhow, leadoff runner aboard here for Shattuck in their half of the third. Cold strike now to Chloe Gillespie. Gillespie, solid single, came around to score her first time around. Nippert needs it out as the top of the order waiting in the on-deck circle. Pitch taken for a ball. The count 1-1. Now on Alana. 1-1 pitch. Stepping off. Now the 2-1 pitch on the way. Ball 3-1. Say hi to Brad Gilbert and Brent Bogart watching. Lisa Wilson says, hey, let's go Lady Tigers. Here's a cold strike. And the count now full on Gillespie at 3-2. I'm off at a spot, aren't I? It's ball 4. So that was Gallardo who led off the inning. That's right. Gallardo led off the inning with a single. So my apologies. And then the walk here to Alana. Chloe Gillespie now will hit. Gillespie, the left-hander, takes a strike, and it's 0-1 on Gillespie. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Left-handed hitter Gillespie takes strike 2, 0-2. Good piece of pitching there by Nippert. So it's Gallardo at second, and Alvarez over here at first. Nobody out. Line drive, knocked down by Rogers. She'll throw to second for 1. That's the only out they'll get, but a good play by Sarah. That ball hit hard and had a squirrely spin on it as they got the force play on Alvarez out at second base for the first out of the inning. Fielder's choice that goes 4-6. Kind of a rarity there. So Gillespie is at first. Gallardo moves to third. And back to the top of the order in Jones. And Tian been on board both times and has scored both times. Takes a pitch high for ball. 1-1 now on the second baseman from Shattuck. Once again, Nippert needs to find the pitcher's best friend, the 4-6-3 double play. Strike 2 delivered here. 1-2 now on Jones. But Michaela Petrie waiting in the on-deck circle, and she just is as dangerous as they come. But Jones, a keen eye there. That looked pretty good. I'm hacking on that one, but it's 2-2. 2-2 offering on the way. Popped up. Going back is, wow. Kyra Hussey, it's gone. I mean, that's just a lazy fly ball into right center field, and it gets caught up in the jet stream, and it's out of here. So Jones, the 3-run home run, and that'll make it 11-5. Wow. You know, again, I'm thinking that, and I know Kyra's thought the same thing out there. She said, well, I'm going to catch this and throw it into second base and go ahead and give up the sacrifice fly. No, it's out of here. So here's Petrie, who's got a home run and a single, scored both times. Michaela takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Richard wanting those fly balls to carry out for his club. 0-1 pitch, and boy, that one, there's no doubt about that. That is simply hammered. Not even close. Another home run. And I believe that makes Richard pop out of the dugout. I'm not sure what he's going to make a pitching change, have a conversation. Yeah, he's going to make a pitching change. Yeah, I said he hopped out of the dugout. He came off his bucket that he sits on next to the dugout. He got out of there very quickly. So a pitching change being made here as 4 more runs across in the inning for Shattuck. Lady Indians on top here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
When it comes to getting your prescriptions filled quickly, just have your doctor send them to Bratton Drug in Mangum or Granite Drug in Granite, where competent and friendly pharmacists will quickly fill them correctly. Bratton Drug and Granite Drug are hometown, locally owned pharmacies, and they know you have.
And again, we'll have to get rid of that commercial too, Chad. As the pitching change has been made, Samantha Cummins looks at one inside for a ball. The count 1-0 on Cummins. She's 1 for 2, double, RBI, scored a run. And hits here with the bases empty. Maddie Lively, the new pitcher for the Mangum Lady Tigers. The new catcher is Nicole Rogers. Count 1-1 on Samantha Cummins. Pitch inside for a ball. The count 2-1 on Samantha. 4 across to the inning. And we're not even close to being done. This one's popped up on the infield. Sarah Coles for it, makes the catch. That is the second out of the inning. So 2 gone for Jenna Bay. Bay is flying out to Hussey and has doubled and scored. 3 in the first for Shattuck. There's a high fly ball left field, and a nice catch out there at the fence. Turned in by Victoria Geralds. Boy, Geralds robbing extra bases there for out number 3, but 4 more runs in the inning for Shattuck as the Lady Indians get 4 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on board. And at the end of 3, it is a 12-5 ball game. Mangum trailing Classic Hits 97.7.
Things are jumping for April this year at Flowers Unlimited in Mangum. Prom is on Easter weekend, so remember, guys, rent your tuxes now so you're ready to go and get the ladies' wristlets ordered in fresh or silk flowers. Ladies, get your date corsage at Flowers Unlimited. And if you're serving Easter dinner, why not feature a beautiful floral centerpiece on your dining table? And last but not least, send Easter lilies to those you love. All from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum. Call Flowers Unlimited today at 782-2122. That's 782-2122.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
Emma Gerald's leading it off. Mangum here in the 4th looks at a strike and it's 0-1 on Gerald's. Emma pops this one foul behind home plate. And unable to locate the ball was Gillespie. Good thing for Emma, the count 0-2. And you could hear everybody telling Emma to be patient, don't jump. And she did just that. It's one of those things you tell a guy, don't fumble. You go out and fumble. I mean, it's just going to happen. So the 0-2 pitch on the way to Emma. She'll hit a fly ball into center field. That ball pretty well hit. Still going back, and it's off the fence. Emma Geralds into second base with a stand-up double. So that's a good confidence booster right there. Well, she just whacked that one right back from where it came from and bounced it off the center field fence. So a good start for Mangum here in inning number 4. Nicole Rogers now will step in. Rogers 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. She has scored both times. Mangum needing to score here in the 4th. Looks at the ball, 1-0. Had 3 in the first, got 2 more in the second. Didn't pick up any in the third when they had the bases loaded. Rogers will take a strike, and it's 1-1. Conversely, Troy Bullard's team has capitalized on their scoring opportunities through 3. They lead it 12-5. And again, jumping at a pitch, getting lucky there. Rogers got it to go out of play, and it's 1-2. And Richard telling her that's not even a pitch that you want to swing at, and he's right. And then she swings at it when it's deep in the sequence. No way you're going to put contact on it. Takes inside for a ball here. That'll level the count at 2-2. There used to be a time in slow pitch softball where you could foul off as many pitches as you possibly could. Oh, now Coach Augustine having a conversation with Troy Bullard. And the conversation is continuing. Bullard was sitting outside the dugout on a bucket, and now he's inside the dugout. It's not much of a penalty, but just the simple idea that you had the conversation in front of everybody here. By the way, Rogers looks at ball 3-2. Well, it's heating up both in the atmosphere and out on the field as well. Line drive, knocked down by the third baseman. Oh, what a play over there. She's got no play at first base, but Trey Scott keeps the runner, Emma Gerald's at second base by knocking that ball down. That's a nice play by Scott. She's still trying to put all her stuff back together after that one. That is a heck of a play. So runners at first and second now for Dusty Pence. Hit the plate, so it's 1-0 on Dusty. Pence on the afternoon has walked and scored, doubled and got a couple of RBI. 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2-0. So Cummins trying to find home plate here. 2-0 pitch on the way to Dusty. Ball 3. And again, it's kind of feast or famine. If you get a little height on the pitch, then the wind's going to make it dance. And if you come flat with it, then the batter's going to make it dance. 3-0 offering here. Ball 4, bases loaded. So Dusty's at first. Nicole Rogers is at second. Emma Gerald's at third. And here's Haven Gilbert. Gilbert, a 3-run home run of the ball game, and she has hit a rope to center field, 1 for 2 in the contest. Richard talking about it in the bottom half of the third. The wind's going to start blowing the balls out for us. And, well, he'd like that here, but instead it's a ground ball to short. The throw to third, and they force and second base. Nicole Rogers for out number 1. So Rogers retired on the fielder's choice, 6-5. Emma Gerald scores on the play. Gilbert getting an RBI on the fielder's choice. And now we're going to get a runner for Haven. Dusty's at second. Check our courtesy runner. Is that Zara Zachary?
Tyler Panetta.
Oh, okay. Tyler Panetta going to be our courtesy runner. Sarah Rogers stepping in. Rogers takes pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 on Sarah. She is singled and lined out. Hit a rope right back to the pitcher Cummins to end inning number 2, rather. Takes a pitch deep here, and the count level at 1-1. Mangum with 1 across in the inning. They trail 12-6. We play in the 4th. And pitches deep for a ball, and the count is 2-1. Stratford coming up next, taking on Mangum in our second game this afternoon. Ball 3, 3-1. Got baseball coming up tomorrow afternoon. Pair of ball games over at Granite, Fort Cobb, Broxton, and the host school. Ball 4 to Rogers. Bases loaded now for Sydney Webb. Pence at third. Panetta at second. Sarah at first. Said the kid 0 for 2. She has popped up to the catcher and hit a line drive to the shortstop. Takes a strike here, and it's 0-1 on Sydney. Webb 3 home runs last night in that victory against Binger Oni. Hits a line drive into left field. That'll be a base hit. Dusty will score easily. They're going to hold the runners at all the bases. Down by now 5. Good choice there by Richard. As Pence will score. Make it 12-7. Panetta to third. Sarah Rogers to second. Sydney an RBI single on the play. And courtesy runner for her will be Zara Zachary, yes. So here's Victoria Gerald. Gerald's been on board both times and has been stranded both times. Hit a double her last time up. Bases loaded, 12-7 ball game. Illegal pitch here. And Victoria ahead in the count, 1-0. And we've had a little bit of everything here this afternoon. Plus, keep in mind, we are playing in a time limit as well, just a 70-minute ball game. Pitch inside for a ball, 2-0 now on Victoria. Kyra Hussey due up for Mangum here in inning number 4. 2-0 pitch on the way to Victoria Gerald's taken for a strike, and it's 2-1. Gerald's swinging at a pitch her last at bat and going to take all the way at 2-0, now 3-0, as that one takes her all the way out of the batter's box. So 3-1 now on Victoria Gerald's. Kyra Hussey waits on deck, bases loaded as we play here in the 4th. 3-1 pitch on the way. Outside ball 4, that'll force a run in, as Panetta will score. Sarah goes to third. Zachary to second. And Gerald's the RBI on the walk. It's Kyra Hussey. Hussey takes inside for ball, 1-0. Kyra walked her first time around, singled in the third, and was left stranded both occasions. Mangum through 3 1/3 has left 7 runners on board. Twice leaving the bases loaded. Takes his pitch here. It's 2-0. 2-0 offering on the way. Hussey taking all the way. That one will curl outside for ball 3, 3-0. Maddie Lively, who now is pitching, looking for a chance to help herself. Is ball 4 going to be delivered to Hussey? And that'll force in another run. Kyra at first. Victoria goes to second. Zachary to third, and Sarah Rogers comes in to score. 12-9. Troy Bullard going to come out and going to make his own pitching change. So a pitching change being made here by Shattuck. 12-9. Mangum trailing. Bases loaded. 1 gone in the 4th. Classic Hits 97.7.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, "Go Mangum Tigers."
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
All right, here we go. It is a bases-loaded situation for Mangum. We play in the 4th inning. And Shattuck on top by a score of 12-9. 1 gone in the frame. And it looks like Bay has come on to pitch now. We think, nope, that's not Bay. Instead, it will be Cummins. So apparently Troy had made a pitching change, and we didn't even check it. Now we're going to get it. Look, it's Abbott instead. Tammy Abbott will be the new pitcher. Okay. Trying to find the numbers that kind of meld into those stripes. I like the shirts, but on the front, those smaller numbers, they just kind of melds into the stripes, and it's hard to see that on that gray and white. And she turned her back and made it very easy to see. So Tammy Abbott is the new pitcher. Abbott coming in from center field. Bases loaded now for Maddie Lively. Lively has walked twice, looks at a strike here, and it's 0-1 on Maddie. 0-1 pitch on the way to Lively. Deep for a ball. The count level at 1-1. Mangum has got 4 across in the inning. No pitch there. Time was taken by Lively. They've also been the benefactor of 4 walks in the frame. Pitch on the way to Maddie. Had a notion. Took it for a strike, and that'll be the count 1-2. I'm like, Maddie is going to be inside, and then it came back and caught the inside corner of the plate. 1-2 pitch on the way for Lively. Maddie, high fly ball left field. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it is off the wall instead. 2 runs will score on the play. Hussey will have to hold up at second base, and I thought that was going to get out of here to hit off the top of the fence. Nonetheless, Maddie Lively with a double and a couple of RBI As scoring was Panetta from third base, and Victoria Gerald from second. Kyra's out at second base now. Still just one gone. Lively, a couple of RBI on the hit. There's Kayla Reese. Reese is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Flied out to left and lined out to center. Takes inside here. And she's ahead in the count. 2-0, I believe. Pitch on the way. There's a cold strike. And a count 2-1 on Kayla Reese. 2-1 pitch on the way here. Reese popped it up on the infield. That's problems, though. And they'll flip to second for one, and that's all they're going to get. Kayla Jones and Tammy Abbott had that one fall in between them. And fortunate for Shattuck that there was a runner at second base, or at first base, rather. They got the force play. So now Nippert, a chance to drive in a run with 2 gone. First pitch to Nippert, taken for a strike, and it's 0-1 on JC. Ground ball back through the middle, right through the shortstop's legs and into left center field. That'll be an E6. Good job by Nippert. Hit the ball hard, put it in play, make him field it, and they didn't. And Hussey will score from third. So now it's a 12-11 ball game. Here's Geralds, who led off the inning with a double off the fence in center field and came around to score. So 2 gone here. Mangum has got right back in it. 7 runs in the inning. Actually, it's 12-12 now. So back to square one here in the 4th inning. Gerald's fly ball, shallow left field, and the catch is made out there by Gillespie for out number 3. But Mangum gets right back in the ball game as the Lady Tigers come up with 8 runs in the frame, and they are tied at a dozen apiece as we head to the 4th on Classic Hits 97.7.
Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma. Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
All right, Mangum ties it at 12 as they came up with 7 runs in that inning, 7 runs on 4 hits and error, and a couple of runners left on board. As we go to the bottom half of the frame, Mangum and Shattuck, and first full inning now due up for Maddie Lively. Lively came in and was able to shut down the cause for Shattuck in that 3rd inning when they really ran roughshod over the Lady Tigers. Gillespie leading it off here. First pitch swinging, ground ball to second, flipped by Rogers to first, and there is 1 gone. So 1 gone now. Gillespie retired for the first time this afternoon. She is 2 for 3 on the ball game. By the way, we've got a new first baseman now, right? Tyler Panetta over there at first base for the Mangum Lady Tigers. Play here in the bottom half of inning number 4. Cold strike, and it's 0-1 on J.C. Scott. Scott has walked, rolled into a fielder's choice, got an RBI. Takes an illegal pitch here for a ball. And that'll make the count 1-1 now. 1-1 offering on the way from Lively. Hit the plate, and it's 2-1. Coming up next, Mangum will do battle with Stratford. There's a ball, and the count now 3-1 on JC. Probably inside of 10 minutes left in this one with the clock as well. Ground ball, Lively on a hop. Maddie flips to first for out number 2. So Lively, what a good job. Maddie came in a difficult situation after a home run for Petrie and emptied the bases, and she's faced 4 batters and retired all 4. First pitch to Tammy Abbott, taken out of the zone, 1-0. Abbott, 1 for 2, single, and she is flied out. Takes a strike here, and then the level the count at 1-1. 70-minute time limit in these ball games, and again, we're in the bottom half of the 4th inning. He scored 24 runs and have a couple of pitching changes. You know that tick, 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 that clock is running. Pitch here for a ball, 2-1. We've had a lot of base on balls as well, and a lot of base runners. Lively 2-1 pitch. Deep for a ball, 3-1. Three-one offering on the way here. Popped up in foul territory. Panetta battling the wind and can't make the play. And the count now full, 3-2. Tyler didn't see a lot of playing time, and the wind making that ball dance a little bit. Plus, you're in front of the opposition's dugout, and they're not going to give you any help either. So the count full, 3-2, and there's ball 4. So, and it's the second time we have seen a drop foul ball. The first time it proved to be costly for Mangum. See if the Lady Tigers can get out of this one. Gallardo going to step in. Takes a strike, and it's 0-1 on the lineup. She is flying out, singled and scored. 1 for 2. Takes ball 1 here, 1-1. Play of the 4th inning, tied at 12. Moving Reese out into right center field a little bit more. Little fly ball into shallow left field over the head of Pence. That'll be a base hit. Boy, off with the hit was Abbott, and Tammy winds up at third base easily. So a seeing-eye single right there for Gallardo. She's 2 for 3 on the afternoon. And Alana Alvarez now will step in. Alvarez 0 for 2. She is grounded out and rolled into her fielder's choice. Takes a pitch here for a ball, 1-0. Mangum needing it out right now. Hold on to that momentum that they picked up in the top half of the frame. Pitch going to be short. Count 2-0. So another dropped pop-up in foul territory has kept the inning alive. Here's a called strike by Lively, and it's 2-1. 2-1 now on Alvarez. Runners at first and third, 2 gone. A little bit deep for a ball, and the count 3-1. Three-one pitch on the way. Fly ball, left center field. Rogers going back and drops the ball. 1 run will score. They're going to send the runner from second. She will score. And Shattuck back on top, 14-12. So the second error of the inning keeps the inning alive for Chloe Gillespie. Gillespie been on board both times, has scored both times. Pitch outside for a ball. 1-0. Runner at second base. 2 gone in the 4th. 2-0. Maddie Lively. Boy, you got to get out of the inning here. Top of the order, waiting in the on-deck circle. NT and Jones. Ball 3 outside, 3-0. 3-0 pitch on the way. Jones taking all the way, and it's a called strike, 3-1. Runner at second base, 2 gone, 2 across in the inning for Shattuck. Strike 2, 3-2. So now Maddie Lively and Chloe Gillespie go to work here. 3-2 pitch on the way. Line drive right at Sarah Rogers to record the out, and the inning will come to a close. But not before Shattuck comes back with a pair of runs. Lady Indians with 2 runs on 1 hit. There were 2 errors and a couple of runners left on board. We have played 4 It is a 14-12 ball game. Shattuck in front of Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
All right, here we go now. It's the top of the fifth inning, and Mangum now trailing 14-12. And again, Mick and the boys once saying about time is on your side, but it may not be on the side of one of these two teams. Mangum running out of outs and running out of time, down by a pair. So here we go. Nicole Rogers to lead it off. Rogers takes a strike, 0-1 on Nicole. Nicole on the afternoon, 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Nancy Tice says, so cool, thanks. Sam Lambert, very awesome. Line drive, base hit, center field. And the leadoff runner aboard here in inning number 5 for Mangum. Rogers, her 4th single of the afternoon. That'll bring Dusty Pence to the plate. Pence been on board all 3 times. She's walked and scored twice and has doubled and drove in a couple of runs. Dusty's club down by a pair here in inning number 5. Cold strike, and it's 0-1 on Pence. And this one started a little bit early. We're at 1:25, so again, that 70-minute time frame got to be ticking away. High fly ball center field, and it's an easy catch out there for Shattuck for round number 1. Dusty knew she just missed on that one, flipping her bat away in disgust. So Tyler Panetta will hit for the first time this afternoon. She hits in the place of Haven Gilbert. First pitch on the way to Tyler. Hit the plate, and it's 0-1 on Panetta. Gilbert hit a 3-run home run and also scored a run in her 3 plate appearances, lined out as well. Tyler takes a strike, and it's 1-1 on Panetta. Sarah Rogers waits in the on-deck circle. 1-1 pitch on the way to Tyler. Inside for a ball, and the count 2-1. You'd love to get another at-bat for Rogers, Webb, and Victoria Gerald's in the inning. Panetta, little looping fly ball into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runners hit first and second, 1 gone. Good job by Tyler. And here's Sarah Rogers. Rogers singled in the first, lined out in the second, walked and scored in the 4th. Got to get a courtesy runner for Panetta. Runners hit first and second, 1 gone. Here's Rogers. Looking at their phones, looking at that 70-minute time frame, they being the guys in blue. Ball a little bit deep here to Rogers, 1-0. Rogers takes ball 2, and that one hit the plate. Back Mangum, 9 runners left on board in the ball game, and they trail by a pair here. Runners at first and second. Rogers takes ball 3. That one is off the plate. So no bargain with Sydney Webb waiting in the on-deck circle for Mangum. They trail by a pair. Rogers taking all the way. Ball 4. Hit the... Oh, they called it a strike. Whew. I guess it hit the black on the plate. 3-1. Wow. So 3-1 on Rogers. Here's the pitch to Sarah. That was probably ball 4. Line drive fielded by the third baseman for out number 2. Sarah hit it hard, but right at the third baseman, Trey Scott, who has fielded her position all afternoon long. And there are 2 down. Again, that probably was ball 4. So here's Webb. Sydney batting with runners at first and second and 2 gone. Takes a strike and it's 0-1 on Webb. Sydney popped to the catcher her first time around, lined to short, singled, drove in a run, and scored her last time. There's a line drive, base hit into center field. And the ball now gets underneath the center fielder's legs, rolls to the wall. They will hold the courtesy runner at third base and Mangum to within 1. It is a 14-13 ball game. So Webb, the single, will give her the RBI, and then on the error, it allows the runners to move into second and third with 2 gone. And Victoria Gerald's now an opportunity here. Victoria on the afternoon, been on board all 3 times. She has doubled, walked, and got an RBI because of that walk because the bases were loaded. Bats here with 2 gone in the 5th, and her club down by 1. Gerald's looks inside for ball 1. 1-0 on Victoria. Runners at second and third, 2 gone in the 5th. It's the top half of the frame. There's a cold strike, and it's 1-1. Sure, Gerald's had the take sign there. Now she gets ready to go to work. 1-1 offering on the way. Deep for ball 2, 2-1 on Victoria. Runners at second and third, 2 gone in the 5th. Mangum down by 1. Gerald's ball 3. That is deep. 3-1. Tammy Abbott nowhere to put. Well, she can put Victoria Gerald's at first base, but that's going to load things up. Gerald's line drive, base hit. That'll tie the ball game. Let's see if they send the runner, and no, they do not. But we're tied at 14 now. Good piece of hitting there by Victoria Gerald's. Give her the RBI single on the play. Puts runners at the corners, first and third. 2 gone for Kyra Hussey. Hussey has walked twice, singled, and drove in a run because she walked with the bases loaded. 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch to Hussey. Taken for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Kyra. So Mangum has wiggled her way back into the ballgame, tying it at 14, but keep in mind the top of the order due up for Shattuck in their half of the inning. Line drive, base hit into the gap, right center field. Ball going to go away from the right center fielder. That'll put runners at first and third, and Mangum leads it. Scoring from second base on the play was the courtesy runner for Sydney Webb. So Mangum with some 2-out magic. Victoria Gerald's over at third base. Hussey with a single and the RBI at first. And now Maddie Lively, who has done a good job in relief, steps in. Lively has walked twice, doubled, and drove in 2 runs. Her club by 1 now, 15-14. Maddie looks at 1 outside, 1-0. Kyra Hussey at first. Victoria Gerald's at third. 2 gone in the 5th. Lively trying to add to the 1-run lead for Mangum. Lively takes deep for a ball. The count 2-0 on Maddie. Kayla Reese due up next if Mangum can keep the inning alive. Lively takes one inside corner for a strike, and it's 2-1 on Maddie. Now Maddie can sit on one. 2-1 pitch on the way to Lively. Outside for a ball, 3-1. 2 gone in the 5th, 15-14. And the pitch on the way to Lively. Maddie, high fly ball, left field, still going back, and making the catch for out number 3 will be Samantha Cummins, and that was, as Katie Carney said, a nice play indeed. Lively got a bunch of it, but not enough. However, Mangum takes the lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. The Lady Tigers came up with 3 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and a couple of runners left on board. We played 4.5. Mangum 15, Shattuck 14. Classic Hits 97.7.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Great tasting hamburgers and Rex Chicken are the mainstays at Melvin's Drive-In in Mangum, but their menu includes so much more. And they're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 till 2, and Tuesday nights, 5 to 8. And now they cater, too. Enjoy Melvin soon. Call 782-3711. New owners Steve and Susan Kyle.
Well, you would have to think that time was close to expiring here as we go to the bottom half of inning number 5. Mangum on top by 1, 15-14. And the top of the order now due up for the Shattuck Lady Indians. It'll be Tian Jones to lead it off. Jones 3 for 3 on the afternoon. Her last time up hit a home run. She has scored all 3 times as well. First pitch to Tegan, taken for a ball. And count 1-0 on Jones. And again, if you're Maddie Lively, you just got to go out and throw strikes and hope the ball stays in the ballpark and hope your defense makes some plays. Jones will take a strike here and the count 1-1. Mangum will turn right around after this one is over and play against Stratford. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Jones looks at one off the plate, and it's 2-1. Tegan. Michaela Petrie, who can knock it out of any ballpark, waits in the on-deck circle. There's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff runner aboard here in the 5th for Shattuck. Boy, I tell you what, you talk about a conundrum right now if you're Richard Carney. I mean, I guess you're going to have to pitch to Petrie. She's got a couple of home runs in the ball game, scored 3 times, driven in 3, and has 2 home runs. Takes a pitch here for a ball, 1-0. This may be a case where you throw something out of the zone, see if you can coax her into taking a swing at something that she can't handle and rolls it somewhere. Looks at ball 2 here, 2-0, left-handed hitter. This one's a little bit deep for 3-0. 3-0 now on Petrie. So again, could be the intentional, unintentional walk here. 3-0 pitch, ball 4, runners at first and second. And give Petrie credit. She refused to go fishing on anything there. So here's Samantha Cummins. Cummins has popped out twice to the second baseman and has also doubled, drove in a run, and scored. Runners at first and second, nobody out, and a cold strike to Samantha Cummins. Oh, what Maddie Lively wouldn't do for a ground ball right now. 0-1 pitch, inside, and the count level at 1-1. Our battery mate, J.C. Nippert, trying to coax it out here from Shattuck. 1-1 pitch, off the end of the bat towards the first baseman. Great play by Panetta, who was shielded by the runner, Petrie, and somehow Tyler made the play, 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. That's a great play by Panetta over there at first base. Moving up on the fielder's choice, Petrie to second, Jones to third, and here's Jenna Bay. Bay in the ball game. Has flied out twice, doubled and scored. And Richard trying to decide whether he wants to walk her, set up a force situation or not. He's going to pitch to her. Strike 1 to Bay. 15-14. Mangum by 1 here in the 5th. Fly ball left field. Still going back and saying goodbye to the softball. And that'll be the ball game there. A 3-run home run for Jenna Bay will end it. His time has expired. And Shattuck will win this one. Lady Indians getting it done here in the 5th inning as they came up with 3 runs on 2 hits and a walk. And they will win it by a final score of 17-15. We're back with your totals after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors. Lunch specials daily and the famous fish fry every Friday night. Or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick. Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Station, we want to alert you that we'll be breaking here for a few minutes. Send it back to regular programming for a few minutes as we get set for the second bowl game featuring Mangum as they'll get ready to take on Stratford here in a few minutes. But your totals look like this. Shattuck wins it by a final score of 17-15 to stay undefeated. Lady Indians getting 17 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error in the ball game. Mangum 15 runs, 16 hits, and 4 errors, and a couple of those critical dropped foul balls that kept innings alive and allowed about 4 more runs to score in the ball game. So Mangum loses to Shattuck by a final score of 17-15, a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 5th inning. The difference in the ball game, Jenna Bay getting it done. So we will step aside for a bit and then come back and get set for Stratford and Mangum in the 4th and final bowl game for the Lady Tigers from the Mangum Festival. Our final score, one final time, 17 for Shattuck, 15 for Mangum. Second half of our doubleheader coming up. We invite you to stick and stay on Classic Hits 97.7.